Hi Foffers, Coach Heather here with some nutritional information and strategies to help you get through this strange time. I'll be putting out a few videos to help you with different strategies and things to consider with nutrition, but I wanted to first start with a video that simply talked about nutrition, portions, and what you can be doing to help make the best decisions for you at this time. Firstly, we're probably moving less than we normally are, so we need to factor that in when we're making decisions about nutrition, right? The law of thermodynamics, unfortunately, still stands, and unfortunately, most of us are probably participating in less movement, so there's less NEAT or non-exercise activity thermogenesis occurring in our lives right now. So similarly, we're going to want to reduce the amount of intake, which can be tricky when you're bored and at home and probably all you want to do is eat. So here are some tactics and things that you can think about. Firstly, I want to address portion sizes and what you should be eating at every meal. So if we imagine a meal as a plate of food, you want to think about half of that plate of food being nice, healthy veg. Obviously, the more colorful and diverse veg you can get, the better. We know that right now that might be challenging. Frozen vegetables and canned vegetables are absolutely fine. So trying to get about half of your plate in of veg. Protein, you want to try to get a nice healthy lean protein in with each meal, and the portion size rule of thumb is to use the palm of your hand. So the palm of your hand is about the size of one portion of lean protein, and for women you want to be trying to get in one portion per meal. For men, you're looking closer to about 2 portions per meal of lean protein. For starchy carbohydrates, so things like potatoes, pasta, and rice, you're looking for a serving or a portion of a cupped hand of cooked pasta, rice, potato, and that's level, not a heaping serving. So for women, that's 1. For men, that's 2 per meal. And then as far as healthy fats are concerned, we use our thumb to give us an idea of what portion should look like, or a serving. So 1 thumb is 1 serving of a nice healthy fat, whether that's something like avocado or almonds or a salad dressing made with lovely olive oil. So you're looking for about 1 thumb's worth at each meal. So that gives you an idea of what each meal should look like from a portion standpoint. And again, vegetables, nice leafy greeny vegetables and colorful vegetables, there's not a limit to how much you can be ingesting of that, so, or you should be eating of that. So please make it nice and plentiful. But this also isn't necessarily the time to really give yourself a hard time about macros. So while I'm telling you what a normal portion is or what you should be thinking about when you're setting up your plate, this isn't the time to obsess. If it gives you something that you can control and you enjoy counting your macros, then go for it. But it's not necessarily the time to give yourself a hard time over it as well. So give yourself that space and grace in this moment as well. And I want to talk a little bit more about mindful eating. We'll talk more in depth in another video, but for now, just being conscious of hunger, whether you are feeling hungry or if you're not feeling hungry, and trying to eat only when you feel hungry. If you feel hunger come up or you want to grab for something, think just for a moment as to whether or not that's real hunger. And then when you are eating a meal, taking your time and going nice and slowly, where you normally, before self-isolation, might have been rushing through meals between meetings or just eating the stuff left over on the kids' plate. Let's take this opportunity to be a bit more mindful about the food, slowing down. That will also help you stop when you are full. A good rule of thumb there is to stop when you're 80% full, and by slowing down, you'll know when you get to that moment.